Was fans, time for Birdland Mailbag with your pal Joe Rossano. Orioles win 2-1. Going to answer your questions, going to respond to your comments, going to run some highlights. Got my glasses, so you know this is getting serious. Joe Rossano's Orioles report. Birdland Mailbag with Joe Rossano is next. Welcome to Birdland Mailbag with Joe Rossano, and that is for the brilliant Michael Sullivan, the handsome Matt Faulkner. Again, I am Joe Rossano. Want to say thank you to everyone who joined us for our live broadcast, pregame and postgame. We'll be back Saturday. And again, your comments, your participation, it was wonderful. Want to thank Michael Sullivan for being our field correspondent. Want to thank Sean Ferguson, Orioles Today, for hanging out. Now, before I get to your questions and comments and highlights, kindly, folks, please click that subscribe button. I got to tell you, it really helps out your pal Joe Rossano, Oriole fan to Oriole fan. Again, please click the subscribe button. Please like, share, definitely comment. Click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of Joe Rossano's Orioles Report. Let's get to it. To the highlights. Top of the first inning, Byron, 2 outs. Trevor Rogers, big strikeout of Brooks Lee to the third. 1 Orioles. Now we move to the top half of the New York questions and comments. Again, going to answer your questions, going to respond to your comments. Some of them, got to be honest with you, a little out there, but we're going to do it anyway. So let's get started. We got Daniel Hubbard, 9107. Agree on Gunnar, and I'll tell you what that means. What are they thinking? Our bullpen is sketch at best. Why not Garcia and Espada? No ends until he figures it out. And I have been over Akin forever. So, Gunnar Henderson, last show, I asked Mr. Rubenstein, okay, and his agent, Mr. Boros, give Gunnar the $400 million. Because that's as somebody said the other day, well, he hasn't proven himself like Pete Alonso. He should get 5 years, $155 million. That's not going to happen, O's fans, much as I wished it would. I am telling you, to sign Gunnar Henderson to some kind of an extension, it's going to be $300 million. It really, really is. At least $300 million. I mean, if they want him for 10 years. Okay, now, if they want to give him like a 5-year thing, that's one thing. But, again, if the Orioles want to lock him up for, a career type situation, it's going to be $400 million, $400 million. That you can believe. Next is from Charles Flynn. Charles Flynn, 978. Kremer should be the 5th starter. Eflin to the pen. But as I just heard, they're sending Dean to AAA. They don't need bullpen help, ? Why does a starting pitcher have to be a starting pitcher only? Back in the day, they usually started in the pen. Well, that's the thing. And I said many times on this show that you are either going to have to, A, do a 6-man bullpen, or B, a 6-man rotation. Otherwise, somebody's got to go to the bullpen. I was counting 6 starters. Okay. Dean Kremer had an option. That's it. He had an option. Business. So, they didn't bring back Eflin to put him in the bullpen. They didn't trade for Boz to put him in the bullpen. They didn't sign Chris Bassett to put him in the bullpen. And Bradish and Rogers, as you saw yesterday, he sure isn't going in there. So Dean Kremer was the odd man out. But was he the odd man out because of talent, or was the odd man out because he had an option? He had an option. That's why. Let's see here. Next. Way too much dough for Gunnar. Alonso money maybe, but he hasn't accomplished what Alonso has done yet. It's business. Alonso's an older guy. Gunnar Henderson's what, 23, maybe 24 years old, or will be 24 years old. He's a young guy. So again, if you want him here, I'm talking about like a career thing. I'm talking 8 years, 10 years, something like that. What they did with Basayo, I got to tell you, it's you better have 200 million minimum, and that's minimum. Think about it. Come on, what do you think he's going to do? Scott Boras is his agent. Take $50 million for 5 years? Not a chance. Not a chance. 5 years, probably going to be, I don't know, probably 250 million, I would say. Okay, here we go. We got Ace Ross 4177 prediction. Ranger Suarez will be rocked at Fenway. He just doesn't have the stuff to pitch with the short left field porch. Uh I don't know. I mean, again, I wanted Ranger Suarez, but I would have taken anybody. I wanted Freddie Peralta. But again, at the end of the day, Ranger Suarez getting rocked at Fenway Park. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I doubt it. Ballpark's a ballpark in some cases. I know they got, you got the green monster in left field, but no, I think Ranger Suarez is a quality pitcher. That's why I got that money. Who we got? Edward Smith. Uh, Way overrated Cowser. He sucks. Jesus. No, he's not. He's not. 2024 runner-up rookie of the year. I thought he was rookie of the year. He's got light tower power, as we just saw in the second to last exhibition game at home against the Washington Nationals. And I don't think he's that bad of a center fielder. I mean, my goodness, really, Colton Cowser, folks, he's not that bad. I'm not sure why everybody is just like, we think Colton is this and that, and he sucks. I think he's pretty good. I really do. I think he's going to be. I think we're going to be glad that we kept him. Joe, we agree on the G-Rod trade. That's a joke. Well, he's hurt now, so we'll see. Kremer getting demoted despite being the better pitcher than Eflin and Bassett now is a joke, too. The pen can't handle a 6-man rotation. It's average at best. Well, that's the thing. I mean, honestly, Eflin, last year's opening day starter, okay, and you got Bassett, who has quite a bit of postseason experience now. I mean, again, uh, one, you signed both, as a free agent, right? You got $10 million for Eflin, $18 million for Bassett, $28 million for those two starting pitchers. They're not going down, number one. And number two, I keep saying this, Dean Kremer had an option. That's why he's down there. If he didn't have an option, he wouldn't be. He'd still be with the team. We got Bear E6 5G. This is bullcrap. Elias is a bum. I think he deserved a spot. I guess we're going back to Dean Kremer. Yeah, he did. But, again, my opinion, he was the most durable pitcher for the Orioles. But I'm going to say this one more time. I see any more Dean Kramers, I'm skipping them because he had an option. And anybody who knows baseball understands that. I mean, you can't send Eflin down there. Okay, you can't. I mean, he could have started on the IL, but, he pitched very well against New York in his last tune-up before the end of spring training. So, I mean, again, last year's opening day starter. I mean, these are guys you're not sending down. Count the 5 guys, okay? Boz is not going. Bradish is not going. Rogers isn't going. Okay. Eflin, you just signed for $10 million. He's not going. Bassett, you signed for $18 million. He's not going. That is it, and that is that. So here we go. Keegan can be good, but he can't do it consistently. He'll have a few good stints and then he falls apart. I hope we can move on from him. Well, he's hurt now. And I mean, Keegan Akin, that is a very interesting point. I mean, I think Keegan Akin has been relatively consistent as an Oriole middle reliever, which is exactly what he is. He came up as a starter, moved to middle relief. And again, I mean, is he a lockdown guy? But I would say he's been relatively consistent. And for a middle relief guy, left-hander coming out of your bullpen, I think he's as good. I don't want to say he's as good as any, but he's certainly serviceable. He's certainly serviceable. Uh, let's see here. So we got this is for the handsome Matt Faulkner. Not sure if you were joking. The 2024 rotation was supposed to be Burns, Bradish, G-Rod, Means, and Kremer. Well, at the end of the day, I think what you mean is I think Matt Faulkner said that the 2026 rotation is the best that Mike Elias has had. Well, Mm, if you look at it as to who's healthy, I mean, again, Burns, phenomenal. Front of the rotation, number one guy we had here in 2024. But, again, John Means went out, as you know, Bradish went out. And, Grayson Rodriguez certainly wasn't fully healthy. So no, so I think it's six in one hand, half dozen in the other because the 2024 rotation, as you say, Ace Ross 4177, it's was supposed to be Burns, Bradish, etc. So it wasn't. Um, Here we go. Next, Don Smith 3483. Eflin never goes a full season without an injury. 2 times in 10 years. I don't believe that Eflin and today's version of Bassett, who I like, are both better than Kremer. Kremer had an option. Kremer had an option. It's not who's better than who. Again, it's Bassett 18 million, Eflin 10 million, signed as free agents. No options. Kremer had an option. My. Let me see here. Let me get to something. Okay, here we go. We got George. George says, "Don't sleep on Taylor Ward. I think he could have a monster year." I can't imagine not. I mean, last year, 36 home runs, 100 plus RBI, and this is his free agent year, and they usually really put it on in their walk year to get that big giant contract again. Will it be with the Orioles next season? Probably not, quite frankly. Um, Let me see here. What's next? Happy to win any game. Adley obviously looked good. When everyone talks about how he improved his hitting they forget that pitching dominates hitting in this league. Of course it does. Let me see who Kevin Silverstone 1656. Well, no, that's Ken Silverstone. Sorry, Ken. Ken, bravo, Ken. Well, all I could say is wow. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It all starts on the pitching mound. Everything starts on that bump. There's no question about it. And yeah, I mean, but okay, everybody in this league has to face the pitchers that are in the league that you have to face. So I mean, Aaron Judge seems to do okay. I know there's a big difference, but Adley Rutschman has struggled since the middle of the 2024 season. This is your first round. This is your number one pick overall, Golden Spikes winner. Okay, and two-time All-Star, and I hope he looks better. I mean, it, this is it for. I'm not saying this is it for him, but what I'm saying is that he has to improve. Guy's got to improve. He really does. He really does. Next, Daniel. I was pleading for them not to trade Mayo. Just look at my early February comments. Nope, Daniel. I don't have to look because I remember them, and I'm glad they didn't trade Kobe Mayo. I really am. It's not because Westberg is hurt. Kobe Mayo is he's big time prospect coming through the Oriole organization. We couldn't wait to get him here. Now, once, and this goes for a lot of players, okay? Kyle Stowers is a great example of this. Once one of your blue chip prospects gets to play every day, eureka. Look how good they are. I mean, last season, it's almost like they purposely wouldn't let Mayo play. Seriously. And then when he got regular at bats, see what happened. Huh? I'm I want Jordan Westburg back. Don't get me wrong, but the fact Kobe Mayo playing every day at third base right now, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay, so we got Charles. I'm not excited about this team. If they get decent pitching like today, they may be successful. I mean, I'm excited about this team. I just love baseball, but again, Pete Alonso is not going to hurt you. He's a 3,500 RBI guy, and he will this season. Again, Gunnar Henderson going to have a big year, in my opinion. I say AL MVP, and I don't say that lightly. As far as pitching is concerned, I mean, Rogers pitched yesterday. I mean, pitched about as well as you're going to. Better than the 1.8 ERA did last season. I mean, got out of some big jams, big strikeout, bases loaded yesterday, and a big double play ball. Kobe Mayo made a great play on. I mean, there's a lot to be excited about. Come on, let's rock and roll. Let's have some fun. Next, here we go. Adley's hair looked amazing. He deserves shampoo commercial. He has the best hair of any catcher in the AL East, and that comes from Sir Jiggy with it. 7541. I'm sure Adley appreciates that. I mean, I wish I had that hair, quite frankly, in the front anyway. That's for sure. I just would like to see Adley just be Adley again. If I were disappointed about anything, it's two things I'm disappointed about. And think about this. Put this in the comments, O's fans. Mountcastle, Ryan Mountcastle. Really? Did you see this coming a few years ago where they had to get Alonso because Mountcastle struggled so bad? And Rutschman. I mean, this is Adley Rutschman. I mean, he's supposed to be, again, Mauer with power. Remember Matt Wieters? Same thing. He did the same thing to him. Anybody, and you don't have to be that old. Matt Wieters was supposed to be Mauer with power, and so was Adley. And I mean, again, people expect him to be Johnny Bench. He's not going to be. But it's been a struggle for Adley, and I really do think it would be in his best interest, so far as money is concerned, to do better. I think he needs to do better. We'll be back tomorrow, pregame live and postgame. And again, O's fans, wow, right here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, it was wonderful. It was my first live episode, and I promise I will tighten it up for you, O's fans. I promise. Again, please click the subscribe button, like, share, comment, click that notification bell for our latest episodes of Joe Rossano's Orioles Report with Michael Sullivan, with Matt Faulkner. Again, thank you very much to Sean Ferguson, Orioles Today. God bless you, O's fans. Don't forget to adopt a pet. God bless you. We'll see you next time.